Hey, so you're thinking of starting a podcast, right? Well, here are 5 things you must do for your podcast to have any chance of surviving. Let's go. You can either educate, entertain, inspire, or at best spark a conversation or debate. So your podcast must have one of these elements, and the more elements it has, the better chances of it succeeding. For your audience, what is key is making sure that the moment they click on your podcast, there's something of interest, there's something that can hook them to keep them listening through your whole podcast, despite of how long it is. Did you know that 90% of podcasts don't even publish their third episodes? And of the remaining, 90% of those don't even reach 20 episodes. So as you begin, the most important thing is just being consistent. All those other things will fall into place with time. Without consistency, you won't really get anywhere. And consistency does 2 things for you. First of all, it builds trust as people can see you're serious. And secondly, it gives your platform credibility, as with time, people are able to see that you've been cataloging a lot of content, and thus they're more trusting in what you're saying as they can see you're doing this in a professional manner. Simple. Stay consistent, fam. You can have good video quality, but you need great audio quality. I'm recording this video from my Rodecaster pod bike. You cannot compromise on audio. You either have mediocre video, but your audio is really important. Especially for people who listen to podcasts in the car, in the gym, it's really important for you to have on-point audio. So as you start, please don't overstretch yourself. We have a tendency to do this as human beings where we think we can achieve so much and we end up biting more than we can chew. As you start, focus, especially with the platforms that you want to engage with. Take 2 platforms. So for example, YouTube for your long form and Instagram for your short form, or YouTube and Twitter, or YouTube and LinkedIn, depending on where you want to engage with your audience. Focus on these 2 platforms to grow your audience. If you decide that you're going to post on all platforms, you'll find that with time you're getting drained and it's actually quite tiresome to post on all social media platforms. If you're not an organized person, then podcasting is probably not for you. You need to record your content in batches. What do I mean by this? So you need to record at least 2 or 3 videos together, or if it's audio, similarly, 2 or 3 videos together. You need to also schedule time to do your research. The tendency of doing these things last minute is what derails someone and actually makes them lose faith in what they're doing. What this does for you is it enables you to schedule your content in advance and even create social media content weeks before your video goes live. And finally, you need to enjoy the process. So from doing the research and reaching out to guests, if this entire process doesn't excite you, doesn't make you have butterflies, I'd actually advise you to just quit while you're at it. Well, I'm so good at my job that I finished that video in less than 5 minutes. So here are some extra tips for you that you can use when planning for your next podcast. First of all, treat your podcast as a business firm. You're probably investing time and money into this. At the end of the day, you'd want a return on your investment. You might be aspiring to get ad revenue in the future or getting partnerships and different types of sponsorships. So it is key. It is key to do what? Make sure you track your progress. So make sure you track your progress by analyzing the back end. Check out your statistics. Check out your growth metrics, check out your audience retention. And these key, what are they called? These key data points will point you to the right direction in understanding whether your podcast is actually growing and if people are interested in what you're talking about. And finally, you need to believe in yourself. Believe. It's time to believe again. Confidence is so important as a content creator, yeah? Confidence is key. There are a lot of haters out there, a lot of naysayers who will probably discourage you. And even apart from the haters, you yourself will be discouraged sometimes when you see that you've worked so hard on a video and you have 50 views, you have 10 views, the only person who's commented is your mom. So confidence is key. And as long as you trust the process, you will get there eventually. So just keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding. Nice. So if you enjoyed those 5 tips that I just gave you, then you need to watch my next video, which talks about how being a perfectionist will ruin your podcasting journey. Till next time.